Good afternoon, YouTube viewers and subscribers. So I'm getting a lot of new subscribers and a lot of people wondering what the purpose of this channel is. And I think in the About screen, the channel description, I do a pretty good job of explaining exactly what the purpose of my channel is. But one question I seem to get quite frequently is, David, do you still fly, or do you fly airplanes? Do you put these engines that you've got on airplanes and fly them? Well, that's a long and complicated answer. So my history is that I started this hobby in 1988, and I built and flew a ton of airplanes between the years of 1988 and probably about 2003 or so. Then I had a layoff of a few years, and then sporadically kind of got back into it. But the short answer to the question, do I still fly, is the answer is no. And there are a lot of reasons for that, and I'm not going to go into all the details as to why I no longer fly. But the reason for anybody to do any hobby has to do with a lot of things. Life circumstances, time, free time, space, where you live, and then other personal things. In the past, when I first got into this hobby, obviously flying was of paramount importance to me, because that's what was the whole reason I got into the hobby. I always loved engines and glow engines and that type of thing, but I really loved to fly. Over the years, that desire to fly kind of waned, and then as life went on and changed, and I moved from place to place, life circumstances were not necessarily as conducive to flying anymore. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is that the space I have right now, I don't really have a whole lot of space to store airplanes. There's a lot of other things that are not conducive in my life right now to flying, and quite honestly, if you don't have the desire to do something, then there's no joy in doing it. And honestly, I've done a lot of flying in my life, and I really don't have the desire to do it anymore. Another thing is that the channel that you're watching this video on right now is something that I've been doing for the past 4 years, and many people don't seem to understand that that takes a lot of time. Right now, putting these videos together, this video database, and doing the instructional videos and working on other people's engines pretty much takes up all of my spare time. Now, there's an ebb and flow there where I'm kind of interested in working on people's engines, and then there's times where I get burnt out on it and I just want to focus on things that I want to do. But to be honest with you, I don't have the desire to fly anymore. There's really a lot of reasons for that, but I'm not going to really go into that. The bottom line is that people automatically assume, wrongly, that the only way to enjoy this hobby is if you fly. Well, that's not the case. There are many ways to enjoy the hobby. Some people just enjoy building airplanes. Some people enjoy playing with engines, like me. I've done it all. I've built a lot of airplanes, I've flown a lot of airplanes, and now I've owned a lot of engines. And right now, that is where my interest lies. When life's circumstances change, perhaps I'll fly again. It's not that I don't know how to fly or I can't fly, because there is a playlist on my channel that shows some flights that I made probably 3-4 years ago or so. So it's not that I don't know how to fly. I do know how to fly. It's just that I don't really have that desire anymore. And I don't see that there's any point in pursuing something that you don't really have the desire to do. And quite honestly, the desire to keep this channel going is even kind of waning, because there's only so much of this kind of thing that I can do with engines. The Glow Engine video database is extremely large. I don't have a money tree in the backyard, so it's not like this is just going to continue on forever. There is that possibility that this channel could be ending very soon, just because of the fact that I have other interests. I have other things in my life that I like to spend some time on, and right now this channel has taken up a lot of it, and it has for 4 years, and many other aspects of my life have sort of suffered because of that. So at some point, this will end. I don't know when that will be, but that's kind of a short answer as to why I no longer fly and why I do the things I do. So bear with me and enjoy my videos, and you can go back and look at some of my other flight videos. But as far as all the engines you see in the background here, are they going to be in airplanes? Probably not. That's just the reality of the situation. So thank you all for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and that's all for now.